So I stopped by the store to try the all-new Cloudsurfer 2 shoe on my right foot and the original Cloudsurfer on my left. And I want to share just a few things that I noticed right away. But as far as cushioning, it feels very similar between the first and the second. Not a big difference. It might be a little bit firmer, but to me, it's walking here on the cement. It's not that much of a difference. So that's interesting. Now, what I do feel a difference between the first version and the second version, I feel a difference around my ankle. I find it's rubbing against my ankle more on the 2 versus the 1. So I'm going to take them off here and I'll just show you a couple of things. As far as sizing goes, the original Cloudsurfer is a 12.5, and those are 12. And these do feel like they are running a half a size smaller. So that's interesting. So here's my toe on the 12.5, and here's my toe on the 12. So if you're thinking about getting these and you have the Cloudsurfer shoe, you're going to get the new version, you might want to go down a half a size. As far as width, feels like I got plenty of room in the toe box, even for myself, being somebody who likes a wider shoe and a 2E. So just some thoughts there. So you could see here how it is higher up on the 2 versus the 1, and that might take some getting used to. You could see the design on the back of the first version versus the second version. So there you go. Let me show you the back. You can see it's very similar, the back, the way I'm looking at the sole of the shoe. But you could see how it is higher. And one of the other things too, as far as the tongue, this seems a little bit more of a stiffer tongue. This is softer, and so I kind of like that softer feel versus this tongue, but they both are thick. I don't know, this one feels a little bit more padded than in the second version. And you could see the shoelace design is a little bit different. It doesn't have the strip going down. It does have the piece holding the tongue in place, which is good. But yeah, it feels definitely a stiffer feel there. As far as the sole, you could see on the outer heel, they made it longer to probably have the tread last longer, and also they added more road tread as well. So that will give you an idea on the sole. Now, people have complained about the first version that it squeaks, and I did hear it squeak, but it did stop. But evidently on the new version, and you can't really see it, but they did put some kind of grooves in there to help with the noise. So evidently that should help from those that are having issues regarding the squeaking sound. And as far as the uppers, this is supposed to be more breathable than the first version. It seems like this will hold together. This does look a little sloppy, but the big difference to me though is definitely in the ankle, and that is something I'd really have to think about if I'd want that. Again, cushioning seems very similar, and again, you could see on the back there. So there you go. I'm not a runner. I wanted just to share from the perspective just some of the differences that I noticed. Lastly, you could see here how that's changed just a little bit. It looks like they made the stitching a little bit thicker here versus here, and also on top as well. Just a last thing I noticed on the design. Let's see on the outside here real quick. So you could see that the difference there. If you have any questions, I could try and answer those, but that is about it. And I hope that is of help to you when you could just see the back. You got the Swiss engineering on the back that they've added. which is very similar there. All right, everybody, have a great day. Hope you enjoy the shoe if that's the way you want to go. So I've been walking around in the store with both on, and I do find the second version is more irritating to my ankle, as I had mentioned earlier, but thought I'd just give an update. So that is definitely going to be something that you'll need to adjust. If I had the option to, purchase, I would definitely, for me, stick with the first version just because the cut fits my foot better. But again, I'm not a runner. For those that run, they might want to get the second version because to give that extra ankle support. So let me know what you think, if that's something that is bothering you, if you've tried the Cloudsurfer 2 shoe.